From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode and lots of rain. Stay tuned. All right, guys, here was my haul from yesterday. As you can see, lots of nice sized green peppers. This is level with the table. Okay, there's a table right there, and coming up, that's the mountain of peppers. Oh, it's huge, y'all. You just wouldn't believe it. Let me see. Here's a big box for a scale. Okay, so if that gives you any kind of clarity, look there. It's touching the table there, and it can't even touch the top of the pile, which is right here. It's that much short of touching the top of the pile. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's almost, yeah, it's a big pile of peppers. We got all kinds, Coro de Toros. Look at them Coro de Toros.
Wow.
Beautiful, long peppers. Look at that.
Wow. That's so cool, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it?
Beautiful, ain't it?
Yeah.
But Coro de Toros. Look at all these habaneros. All them habs right there. Underneath all these pepperoncinis is a buttload of habaneros. Probably, I would say 10 pounds of habaneros or better.
Wow.
More Coro de Toros. These are supposed to be white bell peppers, but that's what they look like. They were supposed to look like this, but this is what is growing out of them. So I don't know what the deal is with that. These are the lemon sweets, and then these are the lemon drops, which are hot. Got a bunch of these long, like, I don't know if they're serranos or what.
Daddy?
Yeah, baby, that's a lemon dream.
Yeah.
Tons and tons and tons of pepperoncinis. The pepperoncinis
Look.
are like crazy, like loaded. And we've picked them and canned already off in pepperoncinis, and we've way too many. And for some reason, I had more pepperoncini plants than I wanted. Didn't mean to have that many out there, but that just accidentally happened again. So next year, gotta do better, keeping them separate and stuff. So anyhow, I learned the lesson on that. Banana peppers are plentiful. Yep, that's a little black beauty.
Yeah, that's green too.
No, it's black beauty. That green will turn black. That's one of my bell peppers as well. I mean, look at these.
Wow.
Look at that. That's a beautiful pepper.
And here's another buffalo pepper.
Yeah, they're all beautiful. Had some orange ones. They're called sun gold or sun delight or something like that. But they're green, and then they turn to that color. So it's hard to tell how many of them I've picked this year and getting into. But I've never been able to grow bell peppers. Never. Never been. I mean, they'll grow. They'll get about that big, or they'll you know, they just don't do good for me. You know, this usually the biggest ones I get are like that. You know, and that I don't know. But anyways, this year God has really blessed it, and they're really nice looking peppers. I've always been able to grow hot peppers, so I never had an issue with them. But there's just an abundance. I've never had that many come off of them plants at one time. So, and then they're hitting again already. So
peppers are probably, I would say, stacked at least a foot high.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, a foot high. And here are the chocolate scorpions that I got. We'll just keep them away from the kids, because then we'll hurt them. So,
Wow, that's so cool.
Alright, so there they all are. And
I forgot to show you
all the peppers, and we're getting ready to start canning and vacuum sealing and putting them away, separating them. Alright guys, so we've got peach salsa on. I'll show you that in a minute. Cups are marked Coro de Toros, black bells, white bells, lemon dreams, lemon drops. Some of you are going to be like, well, all them peppers in there was all mixed together, and they're all going to be a bunch of bred different things, and ain't none of them going to be right. Well, do y'all guys know how hard it is for me to go out and personally cross a pepper? Like, say I want to cross these two peppers right here, okay? But you know how hard that would be for me to cross them two peppers and get something different? Really hard. Very, very hard. In a controlled environment. Now, you think about how much harder that is out there in that garden full of different varieties of things for it to cross-pollinate. The likelihood, I forgot what the likelihood was, but it was like 1 in like 100 or some kind of crazy mess, right? Bees can get all over it and everything. Like, same thing for your tomatoes. It's got to happen like right now. Do you take a chance of it happening? Yes. You see all these red habaneros I got this year? Well, guess where they came from last year? Last year's growth right there. Do you know what was growing around them? I had Thai dragons growing around them. I had orange habanero, or yellow habaneros growing around them rather, which these are the yellows. I forgot. Orange habaneros are yellow. Now, these are orange, okay? But these light orange ones, like that is a yellow, what I consider yellow. Anyways, I'd forgotten. I went back on Facebook and looked, and that is the color of my habaneros from last year. Was those light oranges. Anyways, so these seeds, the habanero seeds that I got right here in my hand, the peppers, came from seeds that I grew last year. They're not cross-pollinated. They was around ghost peppers and reaper peppers, okay? Like literally, right there around them. And they're not cross-pollinated. Not at all, okay? I had several red habanero plants and 1 or 2 of these yellows last year. I mean, they're not cross-pollinated. It's very, very hard to do. And will it happen? Yes. And if you get that one off, that's fine. But you're going to have a bunch of them that's true to self, okay? Like these blacks right here. There's going to be this right here won't have not one seed in there probably that's cross-pollinated. You might go to one of these other ones, and it may have, but very unlikely, okay? Because what happens is everything, the sexual organs, is all right there inside of that flower. And when that flower opens, it just like a mushroom, and it sends out the pollen from the stigma to the stamina, I think is how it is. Don't quote me on that. You can look it up, though. All right, which is the pistil to the ovary. All right. So, I mean, it's hard to do. So, yes, I saved my seeds from tomatoes. I saved my seeds from the peppers. If I want to test it out and prove it to be, specific, then all I have to do is take that seed, grow it out during the winter time, prove it out during the winter, and by springtime I've proved that it was of that species, okay? But too many people out here worrying when they save seeds or something. Oh, it ain't going to be true to form. It's going to be cross-pollinated. It's going to be this. Guys, it's really, really tough. It's not like corn, okay? And I can see if it was corn, all right? Peppers and tomatoes aren't like corn. You're not going to... That's just not going to happen. I mean, it will happen, but it's not... It's a myth for the biggest part of it. A lot of times, a lot of y'all think that if I grew these right here together, that habanero and that green pepper together, you're going to eat that green pepper and say, oh, that's the hottest thing I ever ate in my life. Well, no, it's not. Unless somebody crossed that green pepper to that habanero several years ago or last year on purpose, then no, it's not going to be hot. And it would have changed the characteristics of that green pepper. That green pepper wouldn't look like this. It would have changed the characteristics. The stems would have changed. The color, the shape would have changed. Something would have changed on that green pepper. And it wouldn't look like a green pepper, and it surely wouldn't carry the heat over. The capsaicin, yeah. Y'all got to read and study some more on some things, man, instead of going out here carrying on wives' tales. All right? So, yeah, I saved my seeds. Save your seeds. It's smart to save your seeds, okay? If cross-pollination happened between these two habaneros, it's okay, all right? But the likelihood ain't going to happen. Proof is right here. So, all right. I'm going to save the seeds, and all you do, mark your cups, take your seeds, strip them off into the cup, let them dry. Make sure you mark them. Once they're dry, put them in bags, like these right here. Okay, they're little envelopes. Comes with a little thing of tape for your envelope, and then mark them on there. That's how I save all my seeds. So then next year, hopefully, I don't have to buy any. And you don't have to save a bunch of them. I mean, think about how much. That right there is probably going to be way more than I'll ever have to plant next year. All right. If I want to test it out, what I'll do is I'll take like 4 or 5 of those seeds, and I'll put it into a some dirt, like little grow tray or whatever, or mark it Coro de Toro, and I'll wait for germination. And check to see, to check and see what the germination rate will be. All right, that's all I got to do. Same thing with all the rest of them. Just take 4 or 5 of them, check, plant them, see if they'll germinate. If they germinate, you're good. You don't have to grow them all the way out unless you're wanting to just to have extra plants or to test to see, if it's true to variety or whatever. But anyhow, yeah, guys, just, I don't know. The wives' tales kind of get long in the tooth for me, So, like I say, here's proof. Them habaneros ain't no hotter than they were last year. They ain't no different than they were last year. Them right there. I mean, they look just the same as they did last year. And I grew them around, like I said, reapers, and I grew them around each other, and tied dragons, and ghosts, and all kinds of stuff, and nothing. So y'all gotta make a decision for your own. But like I say, it's very few and far that they're going to cross-pollinate because of the way that a pepper and a tomato work and operate. It's very, 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 like, delicate and complex. Okay? So anyhow, let's go over here and take a look at this salsa. Woo! Peach salsa. Yum. Looks good. You're doing a good job, honey. Let me put you in the video?
No.
Alright. We'll show you what mine looks like after we get this done. Here's my salsa. It's a chunky. Chunky, 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 monkey. Wow. Yeah. Why did you do it like that, babe? Them tomatoes are little big. Alright guys, so we're hammering away on it. I think these are Anaheims, I think. And there wasn't only a couple of them that's grown, and they were around where the salsa blend peppers were. These are all my Coro de Toros. They're doing really good. Looking like a lot of them there. I found some of these here interesting because they're looking like a Scotch bonnet a little bit. Not exact, but a little bit, and it got me thinking. Okay, and I'm not saying those are Scotch bonnets. I'm not saying that, but it got me thinking, and I did plant a blend of Scotch bonnets that were the chocolates, the reds, and the yellows. Okay, so, and I do know I had some of those plants that came up, and I do know that I planted some of them out there on that super hot side. So those really big tall plants, the one is a chocolate scorpion, I do know. The other one may be one of these Scotch bonnets, or the other two might be one of the Scotch bonnet plants. And the only reason why I remember that is because I seen those habaneros that were like that, and that's what made me remember that I had planted those. Now the rest of these in here are, as you can tell, they're red, chocolate, and green pepperoncinis. Tons of them in here, okay? Lots of these chilies, which I'm thinking might be cayennes, habaneros, and I think that's probably about it. There's a lot of jalapenos in there as well. So, y'all heard me say the other day I was going to be making hot sauces and some other things. So this year, I'm going to take my chilies like this, my cayennes or serranos, whatever. I don't think they're serranos. I think they're cayennes because they were in that salsa blend. I'm going to take them. I'm going to dehydrate those and crush them into my chilies, my chili powder, and my crushed red pepper. Okay, so these, like this, are going to be chili powder and crushed red pepper. All right, that's what I'll make those into. I got plenty of habaneros that are crushed and stuff. So what I'm going to do with these, some of them I will freeze. All right, some of them I will dehydrate and turn into a powder. Okay, and I'll turn it into a powder. Might make some tensioners or something. I'm not sure if I'll do that or not, but I'm thinking about doing some tensioners with the hot powder because it'll really get your nose. If you're clogged up in the wintertime, you take some tensioners from these hot peppers, or a little bit of powder from them, and oh yeah, it'll open you up real good. I'm big into hot peppers because they're healthy for you. Studies show hot peppers have people that ate them, they live longer. They are healthier people, and I like hot stuff. Like I say, it just don't like me back, but I love it anyhow. So yeah, those red long cayennes, turn that into crushed red pepper and chili powder. These I will turn into powders and maybe some tensioners, and I'll freeze the rest of them. And I'd like to put some of them in oil, some salt and oil. I'd like to do that as well. So I might do some of those like that as well. That way, if I want to use them in a dish or something, I can pull a few out and just use them and then lock it back, and it should be good. So that's what we're probably going to do with that when we get to them in the next couple days, because this is going to be a big process. All right, some of them will get done today. Some of them will get done throughout the next couple days, because it was 70.2 pounds of peppers, guys. And we got this. This looks much improved now, hey? Not so chunky, right? Yeah, there we go. It looks a lot better. So, what's in this? All right, well, cilantro, lime. There is cilantro. There is lime. There is the lemon drop, which is the hot lemon pepper. There is the regular lemon pepper, which is the sweet one. There was bell peppers of all the types. All kinds of different tomatoes is used in this. You just got to up your acidity in it. Anyways, that's what we use in here, and it's wonderful. It tastes great. And then what I do, so that everybody can enjoy some hot sauce, okay, because I got plenty of hot salsa. Oh, that was the other thing I'm going to make. I'm going to make actual hot sauce, like a legitimate. I'll go back over and tell you in a second. All right, so anyways, so that everybody can enjoy this and eat it, because my kids can eat stuff with habanero in it. I float a habanero in there with the tip cut off of it, and that way it just, you know, soaks up however much it gets whenever it's cooking, and then so it's not extremely hot. Now back over here, what I'll do with these also is I will make a legitimate hot sauce, and I'll do it with a base of the hot pepper, like the habanero. And then, like, say some of these, okay? Or we have an abundance of pepperoncinis, so I might do it like that. Could even can some pepperoncinis with like when we boil them up to can them, we could put like a habanero in with them, just like we did the salsa, and then when we're done, we just can them, and then pepperoncinis will be a little bit hotter too. So anyhow, off subject again, just was thinking. Take these and turn them into hot sauce. So you use them for a base for your heat, and then you use this to get a little bit of extra juice, okay, and a little bit of sweetness out of it. So you don't have all heat. You want a little bit of sweet, okay, and then you use your pepperoncinis to kind of balance that out, you know, because these are not hot. These are not Greek. These are Italian pepperoncinis. I thought they were Greek. Ended up they're Italian. That's why they look the way they do, and that's why they turn red and brown and green. They're Italian pepperoncinis. Anyhow, the Greek ones are the ones you get like from Papa John's and stuff, or that you find canned at the store. All right, they're like eating a green pepper pretty much. I think I don't taste no heat to them. You got to actually make them hot to make them taste like a Greek one. So anyhow, we'll make a hot sauce, and then, like, you know, if we want it to be a little bit hotter, we might add a Reaper to it, or we might add a chocolate scorpion to it and stuff. And then I'll get my bottles and everything off of Amazon, and then we'll bottle it up and stuff, and then just, you know, make it like that. And then I can give it away to some of my family that like hot stuff for Christmas, and then sell the remainder of it to people that love extremely hot stuff. All right, and enjoy the passion for hot peppers and all things hot, and burn you. Call some of it like butt pucker and ring sting and all kinds of cool names. You know what I mean? And you know, just funny little names that you know, just make you think of something hot. You know. So, anyways, we'll get off of here. Finish doing this, trying to separate peppers and get things all lined out. And then I'll go outside. We'll take a quick look around the yard for the pumpkins, and then today, and then we'll call it a day. All right, guys, let's get this done real quick. Come out and take a look at everything out here. Man, it's cold today. It's cold. It feels like fall. I got up this morning. It feels like fall. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why do I don't like that? Well, it'll make my pumpkins shut down on the growth. We don't want that. We do not want that at all. We don't want no growth shutting down weather. We want growth that will make these pumpkins go. So there's Elsa. Elsa looks pretty good. Might have to end up bringing big old comforters out here to them and covering them up with comforters. This keeps persisting. This bushel gourd is looking rather horse's rear. As much as I looked, and I knew, dang blame it, there's one in there. As much as I tried to keep it and looked in there time after time after time, y'all see that rascal? Right there it is. Look at the dang blame it. I have tried to keep them things out of there. Well, let's get in there and get it. I'm glad we found it. Right there she is. Look at that. As much as I've tried, well, at least we got her out of there. Let's get her cut. Get her gone. We don't want that thing in there. Okay. All right, there she is. Is there any more in here? I don't see none. I have checked this over and over and over again. Must have just happened. We don't want that though. We don't want that. Slow down, man. That's a heavy gourd. We're gonna weigh that and see how much it weighs, so we can kind of guess how much our other one weighs. What do you think? All right, let's go. Just for size comparison, there's the one, and I'm not uncovering her. I'm not moving the leaves. I know how big she is completely. So that's a size comparison. I'm gonna go weigh that one. We'll see how much it weighs, and kind of give me a rough estimate about how much my big one weighs. Glad we found that though. Don't want that soaking up no more power than it already has. Guys, being that it's getting cold at night, I'm shutting my fans off. I do not believe that they need to run all night because it's too cold. Too cold. This looks good. Looks really good there. Everything's looking well. Don't see no issues with it. So, alright, I'm gonna turn the fan off on them at night. I don't want to do it, but if it'll get warm again, I'll turn them back on, but I'm not turning them on unless it's warm. So let's go over here and do our thing over here and be done with it. All right, guys, here we are. Let's take a look. Good there, no issues. That keeps getting blown off. I keep putting it on, it keeps getting blown off. I don't know why. That looks good. Looks really good, actually. Quit all that sapping right there. Actually drying up and healing up. Good. Man, I'm telling y'all, that sounds so heavy. That sounds heavy. I don't know. Sunflower fell today, I guess. Need to get that out of there tomorrow. Big old hump on that thing. She's really getting big. So adding the weight. And this one here looks good. Shut her fan off. Yep, I'll shut you off for tonight. There you go. What do you got down here on the stem? Had to pull you straight there. I don't even know how I can pull you now. Huh. Stem feels good. Everything looks good. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I love her. I'll tell you what, man, y'all really do end up falling in love with these things. I don't like it kinked right there. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't like it. So, yeah, it'll be all right. We'll leave it. We'll put her blanket back on her. So there we go. All right. Good night, girls. Good night. Okie dokie. Hey guys, for a reference, that one was the one that was growing beside my big one. If you remember a few weeks ago, I cut it off, and so that the other one could get all the power, right? Get all the growing power. Well, look at this. That one right there is bigger. Oh yeah, it's much bigger. Okay, so anyways, that one, I know it ain't that old. It can't be, because I walked all that and there wasn't nothing in there. So it's probably 2 weeks old. Soaked up some energy from that plant, but anyhow, got her gone now, and we'll let her crank it up. We'll just give you some size reference to, you know, how big they were. You know, you remember the other one, when I cut it off, it was roughly that size or bigger. Okay, when I cut that one off, the one that I kept on the vine was roughly that size or bigger. Okay, so anyways, on to the next. Okay guys, here it goes. I told y'all about 30 pounds is what about she weighed. She's 28.8. Let's confirm it.
Hold it.
Hang on.
I'll be there for a couple seconds.
Oh, she's touching the wall. No wonder. She was touching the wall. Sorry, guys. 29.7. She's not touching the wall now yet. Not touching the wall. 29.7. Do it again. Make sure she don't touch the wall. 29.7. She's not touching the wall. Not touching my hand. 29.7. All right, guys. And that way, I told you it was 30 pounds. 29.7. They're soft and they're falling. The peaches. I'm picking them. There's a plane up there in the air. Well, it's done. Yeah, right there it goes. I can't zoom in. My hands are full. Anyways, it was just gliding. Couldn't hear no sound. Anyways, picking the peaches. They're soft. Look here, see? See, they're soft and they're falling off. So I'm going to pick them, take them inside. They smell wonderful. I'm going to take them inside, let them finish in there, ripening up, and yep, eat them. We'll let you know how they taste. Okay, guys, here we are over here by my, what I believe will be the new world record when it comes to butternuts. She's just barely blushing. Barely blushing. So I think she'll be growing probably for quite some time. I feel like she just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So we're gonna let her. We're gonna let her get as big as she will. Got another one up there at the end there. It's gonna be looking good. As you can see right there, she's very long. So if the length of her fills in, see, she's really long and she's young too. So if that length translates into girth as well, we're looking at a really nice looking, another nice looking butternut. So two potentials, and I'm growing them. I'm growing. See what we can do with them. Was notified today that if I wanted the official world record, if I thought that this thing really was going to be the official new world record, that I was going to have to make my way to a GPC weigh-off. The Guinness Book of World Records will not recognize a state certified scale for the world record. I could have the unofficial world record, but not the official world record if I took it to a state certified scale and weighed it and everything. So with that being said, when it comes time, I will see what we have in the way of a pumpkin. I'll try to take my best pumpkin, and I will see what we have in the way of this butternut, and I'll take the better. Okay, and we'll go get it weighed and see if we don't have the legit new world record butternut. Okay, in order for me to get it, it's got to go to a weigh-off. So it don't matter if it's the one on the 22nd or the ones following after that. I have to go to a weigh-off, either North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, go on down the list of wherever they got a GPC weigh-off. Okay, even if I have to take myself all the way out to Half Moon Bay or Nut Tree. Okay, we've got to get to a weigh-off to weigh that butternut and get the official world record. Now, I could wait, and I could let everybody else play their hand and see what they come up with. And if they come up with one that's unbeatable, then leave it alone. Or I could go and turn it in at this first one coming up and let's say, catch me, boys, catch me. So what do y'all think? Anyhow, it's going to be all for today. Look here, guys, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.